I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
And we are The Inner Idiot.
This podcast contains graphic language, violence, and other things that you probably should not let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
We're recording already?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, damn.
I'm on top of this shit today.
Put your ugly kids to bed. Set the deuce loose and do it fearlessly. Welcome back to The Inner Idiot. It ain't wet from sweating. We ain't done yet. We ain't never going to be done. We're going to go forever and ever. I'm just going to pass this shit on to my oldest daughter when she turns old enough to say foul things.
So hold on a second. You mean once I'm done with you, I have to take up with your oldest?
Yes.
Well, at least she'll be more tolerable.
She probably will be. She probably will be. I am your host, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the big, the bold, a lot of B words, but most of the time just bastardly. MC Tyler Havlin. That's me. Don't forget, go follow the Instagram page. Yeah, do that. Inner Idiot, follow the...
Buddy, are you nervous today?
Yeah, I'm always nervous, man. I don't know what it is. It always starts off like this, like nerves are like, and then I get like right. I settle into my groove. It's usually about the time I introduce you, like my groove is in, it's good to go. So let me go ahead and do that.
Hold on a second. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Tyler Havlin.
Woo!
Can you join in on this?
She'll get there. Don't worry.
She'll get there. Yeah.
All right.
She needs eased into it.
I'm a little culture shocked right now.
Why? You've been around me and my friends a lot.
Okay, but it's you times 2 more.
No. No. Do not put me on his level of depravity. And he's probably smarter than I am.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kara.
We can count on you for the honesty. All right, so let me introduce first. He is the OG, the Lord that is never bored, the commander of the comic books. He's been petting kitties and grabbing titties since December 11th, 2020, dumb. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh. In the flesh. Woo! My mouth started salivating when I was talking about you.
You need to calm down.
Man, I'm telling you what. Dude, I stuck them hoodie strings up my nose. And let me tell you what, dude, I have no gag reflex. I don't know how a nose makes you gag.
You have a gag reflex.
Yeah, I have a horrible gag reflex.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
You have a nose gag reflex.
Dude, it's horrible. Look, if you ever, like, ate a candy cane or a banana, and you're like, let me see what this is like, and, like, just tried to stick it down your throat. No.
That's never been, like, this would be a good idea. Let me deep throat this candy in.
I was eating a candy cane the other day. I was like, I wonder how they do it. I got maybe like 2 inches of the candy cane in my mouth. I was like, nope, I'm done. All right. On that note, let me introduce the residential doctor. He's a Jedi in the streets, a Sith in the sheets. If you got a pap, he's going to smear it. That's right. 2 claps and a Ric Flair. For Dr. Miles Sham. Woo!
Still.
You are
It's
a
going to
doctor, sir.
happen, and I'm not going to know what to do. Someone comes with their insurance card. Hey, I heard you take Blue Shield now.
Oh, God.
Okay, here we go. Hop into my van.
Just grab a couple of gloves. Don't touch me. I'm sterile.
Quick shout out to the Facebook fan page. Michaela's on here again. Sydney Wilson's on here. Donnie Banks, Rosemary. Michaela, I'm wearing tights today. We talked about this last time on the live stream.
God damn it.
She confirmed it was tights. Whatever else we were talking about, it wasn't
I
that.
don't even remember the conversation.
I just remember tights. That's why I wore tights today. All right. And now, for your listening pleasure, we introduce our new host.
And today's viewing pleasure.
And today's viewing pleasure for Facebook, Faceworld, something, and YouTube. The dangerously dazzling, she'll steal your heart but not your credit score. And just because she steals your heart don't mean she's sticking around for it. That's 2 claps and a Ric Flair for the dazzling Kara Banks. Woo! Welcome to the show, Kara.
Thank you.
She's been on here before, but she has officially said that she wants to be fully a part of it, and I can't be more than excited. I love my Kara baby. She's my favorite.
I still don't see the dangerous part.
dude.
She's dangerous,
There
man.
is no dangerous part.
That's
They're
what I'm
just
saying.
dramatic.
No. This
No.
kid, God bless.
If you're truly dangerous, you don't want people to know. That's what a dangerous person would say. I'm not dangerous. Don't worry. Just come on in.
I asked this
Whatever.
girl what she wanted for Christmas. Has nothing to do with dangerous, but I text her and a bunch of the other kids like, "Hey, what do y'all want for Christmas?" And without hesitation, what year did you say?
1990.
A 1990 Mazda Miata. And I'm like, huh. And then like 30 seconds later, Talia baby, my other niece, is like a fucking Jeep. And I'm like, are you fucking with me? Like, what do you guys actually want? They're like,
You know we
"This
were
is it."
together, right?
Were you? For
Yes.
real? Fuck you guys.
I mean, you could afford a 1990 Mazda Miata.
No, I can't buy them cars. Fuck these kids.
Fuck these kids.
Buy them fucking Hot Wheels and they'll be happy with it.
Oh, so you mean to tell me ain't none of y'all ever experimented with a candy cane or a banana? I'm stuck on this, okay? Mile, you ain't
No.
never done it? What about you, Kara?
No.
No? Shorty, I know you have. You,
No.
I can't be the only curious one in the room.
Buddy, you the only one. Little bi-curious there, bud.
I couldn't do it. I'd never be able to do it. I would be the worst boyfriend ever to another man. I
Oh
would.
no, man! Like $1 million show up and you're like,
This is true. I mean, like, I would have to get over it. If somebody's like, suck this dick for $1 million, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna puke all over you, but let's do this. Let's just add lubrication. That'd be the longest blowjob ever. I better get really good at it and make that shit in quick. And that's the episode for today. All right, let's get. Oh,
this
Calm
can
down.
stop anytime.
calm down, Tyler. All right, let's get into today's top 5. Top 5 things you thought would be good as an adult, but really they aren't. Who wants to start us off today?
One of these two.
Kara, you're new. You want to start us off?
Sure. I don't really have my top 5 because
Yeah, she did say she struggled with this one.
I
know.
did.
Do you have anything to add to the list?
Probably driving. I hate driving.
That is a great answer. All right, Miles, you're up.
Well, she stole one of mine driving.
Run with it.
As a kid,
But if I had that Miata
Now, is it an automatic or a stick?
stick,
Okay.
good choice.
You'll get what you get. You'll like it.
You don't
Fucking
get
Hot Wheels.
what you get, and you won't throw a fit.
You spend all this time like growing up. You're like, man, I'm gonna drive. It's gonna be so cool. Then there's gas, insurance, and then once you're actually driving, traffic. Then you're just stuck in the car. I hate driving my car.
Dude, I pick up kids every day, and I'm in the car for 2 hours from the moment it starts to picking up kids. From the moment I get home, it's 2 fucking hours, and like a fucking 5-mile radius.
Yeah, I do a 3-hour round trip to get my little rascals.
It's horrible. Adoption, man. I'm
Stupid.
putting these motherfuckers up for adoption.
Kara's downstairs.
I know. I tell her all the time she's adopted.
God. She is adopted?
Whenever her new parents pick her up, she'll be fucking adopted.
Damn. That's ruthless.
I know it is. All right, continue. Sorry, I digress.
Then we have money. Like, again, as a kid, you're like, man, I have my own money. I can do whatever I want. I have the money now. I still don't get to do whatever I want. It's just a pain. Everybody wants it from me. Bills. Oh, you want to eat? Got to spend money. Groceries. Restaurants. No. I just want to go back to being a kid and have mom and dad take care of me.
Right.
That's it.
And when we were kids, dude, they didn't have to spend as much money as we did. It's horrible.
Oh, it's astounding. I can think, $20 back in the day, that fills up a grocery cart.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, that gets me like a loaf of bread and like half a piece of salami.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't it blow your mind that like your parents are always like, my dad does this to me all the time. Like a quarter was able to buy him like a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, and a candy bar, and then a bus ride home. And I'm like, I can buy Bazooka bubble gum.
Right.
Probably not anymore.
No, it's still a nickel.
Is it?
It's still a nickel, yeah.
Next up is drinking.
Like alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking water.
It's fun for a little bit,
As an adult.
but then at some point, there's a very definitive split. You got people who want to keep drinking all the time, and that's their hobby. Trash. That's no fun. Then you have others like me and Shorty and some of us who are just like, it's fun every now and again, not at all. But I'm just like, there's no appeal to it anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point. I drink maybe like twice a year. I'm getting to the point where it's like,
And I'll still throw some back every now and then, but it's not that, oh, hey, it's Saturday, it's time to go fucking blow $40 in alcohol. Just now.
See, most of my friends growing up, you know, like Tree Bark, Automatus, Shaggy, and a couple other guys, like they would, like it was all before really they turned 21 that they got all their fucking partying out of their system, and like by the age of like, I don't know, Shaggy, he struggled with alcoholism for a while, and like he's been sober for a year or two now. I'm not sure. But like now he's good, you know what I mean? But like majority of the guys, like by the age of 24, they're like, "Shorty, you want to play some board games?" I'm like, "Yes, I've waited so long for this."
And then my last one is having input. So like even as a kid, you get to have, oh, what do you guys want for dinner, or where do we want to go eat, or this, that, and the other. But like once you become an adult and you're like, man, I can really make some choices and have an impact, you realize that you don't want that capability.
Yeah, I'd rather not have choice.
Exactly.
Just please make it for me.
just point me in the right direction, guys.
This is why every time I ask a girl where she wants to eat, I'm like, you know what? If you could just do me a solid and not be a woman for like 45 seconds and tell me what you want to
I
eat.
love how he looked at me twice.
This is a struggle with you.
Well, what do you want to eat today, Kara?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Point proven.
Yeah, it's a pain.
In her defense, if you ask me, I'm gonna say, I don't know either.
Yeah, but see, like you're easy though. Like I can list off 5 places. You can just sit there and you're like, man, you know what sounds fucking delicious? Number 3. You're like, dope. Like you'll get instant.
This is true.
So like women, they're a struggle bus, dude.
True.
Usually try and play that game like, guess where we're going. And then the first thing they say, that's where we're going.
Yeah,
That
But
is a sage idea.
That has backfired on me twice. Like, where? I'm like, fuck.
I had no clue. I was leaving this up to you.
Damn
All right,
it.
Shorty, you're up.
All right, so I can only honestly think of 4, and most of them Miles has hit on. Like, owning my own car, because the whole aspect, like, man, I can go anywhere I want. I can do whatever the heck I want. And then the bills all set in.
Them motherfuckers want rides. These goddamn kids need to get their license.
Yeah. That's, I don't know, man. It's
Did I tell y'all about what my youngest said to me the other day?
No.
I think I talked about this on air.
Your youngest?
Yeah. So we're sitting in the car in traffic. She hates it just as much as I do. She looks at me, stone cold sober, said, Dad, you need to buy me my own car. Oh, okay. Who's going to drive it? Are you going to drive? No, Dad, you're going to drive it, but then we'll get there faster. How does that work? Well, it'll be a unicorn car, Dad. We can fly. Okay.
all right. You know, can't argue with that logic.
But when your 4-year-old tells you you need to buy them a car, like, you know you're fucked. Like,
I felt that
she's-
way when a 20-year-old told me.
Watching the light bulb click there. 20-year-old, yeah, who said... Oh.
Number 2 is my own house. Like, and I can't even say this, like, fully, because, like, it hasn't been that much of a bummer, because I
Yeah.
can do whatever the hell I want with it.
Right.
And I still do whatever the hell I want with it. Like I said earlier when we were all texting, like, this was a difficult list for me to think of, because I do whatever the fuck I want. Now, granted, I'm not held down by the moral obligation of taking care of midgets. So, like, y'all are fucked.
This,
And I
is true.
feel for you. But, yeah.
This list was so easy for me. I had to take shit off, and I was like, all right, we'll run with this.
Yeah, I mean, you can carry this motherfucker. And really, I only got 4, but the last one is parties. Like, when I was a little kid, I'm like, man, I can't wait to go to parties and stuff like that and hang out with all the cool kids and stuff like that. And then I've gone to a handful of parties. I'm like, these motherfuckers suck.
Can I just go home now?
Yeah, I just
Well,
want to play
I think the
Dean.
biggest impact on that is, like, we watch so many, like, shows growing up, and it just shows them they're all outrageous. Everyone's having fun, crazy shit everywhere. You get there, and it's like 8 people standing in a circle.
Yeah. And then a lot of times, the most sober one, me, doing the most retarded shit.
sports.
Like, oh man, who's gonna jump off this house? I'll fucking do it. Like, yo, how
He's
much
got
have you had to drink? Nothing. I
He's
just
got
want
all
to
the
do
little
something
drunk
fucking
people
fun.
clapping. Little cymbal monkeys.
Yep.
Kara, so when we start the next segment, I need for you to think of an embarrassing, funny story.
Of me?
No, of her. Because this is how we introduced Miles, and we've done the embarrassing stories.
Oh.
So when the next segment starts, I need an embarrassing story about you before you get to the bar thing.
There's so many to pick from, though.
Then you can do multiple. I am here for it. We are all here for it. All right, anyways, here's my top 5.
Yeah,
Top-
go for it.
Top 5 things I thought would be awesome as a kid. Well, yeah, as an adult. You get what I'm saying. I've said what the top 5 is. I said what I said. All right, here we go. Number 5 is titties. Okay? You saw my list.
I'm
You almost
sorry.
ruined titties. All right, here's the thing. Titties are fucking wonderful, all right? But when you're a kid, it don't matter what the titty looks like. You just want to see the titty, and the titty is great. As you get older and become an adult, you have a taste for certain titties. Okay? And then if you see a bad titty, you're like, god damn it, I didn't want to see that titty. I have to see the right titty. And then it just becomes a whole clusterfuck because now I got to look at this titty to see this titty. And titties are ruined as an adult. I love titties. Ladies, it don't matter what your titties look like. There's at least 10 people in the world that want to see them. I promise. I don't want to see all of them.
He's dead.
I'm serious. The titties got to be right for me to like it.
I disagree. As long as it's not related to me, I will look at it.
Okay, well,
I'm sitting with Miles on this one.
I guess I'm picky about titties, but that was ruined for me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, there's an old stand-up. The guy talks about it or whatever. He says fucking, he's at a bar. They're doing the whole girls going wild thing or whatever. And this fucking old grandma comes up. Goes, you want to see my titties? He's like, yep.
And that was Ron White.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
No, but dude, like when I was little, I'd watch National Geographic just to see some fucking tribal titties. I ain't give a fuck. Them motherfuckers titty be tied around the kid, carrying the kid in her armpit with the titty. You know, just little titty tassels just hanging everywhere, carrying kids and shit. You know, and now it's like, oh god,
I wish I had
doesn't
one
that
of those
hurt?
little clicker counters so I could see how many times you said titty in the
I
last
like
fucking
saying titties.
minute or two. You
All
know?
right, that's why you read titties on my cue card, Kara. Number 4 is shaving. I was like, oh man, watch my dad shave. This is cool. I can't wait to shave. Have some facial hair. And then I get it, and it's like, oh man, it's really hard to shave my asshole too. And like, I gotta shave my face every other day, and because I'm bald, like, you gotta shave this shit like every other day, or else you just burn through a razor real quick. Like, shorty, you look like you're stuck on something.
Did you watch your dad shave his asshole?
No, but I'm just saying, when I feel like shaving my butthole, it's not an easy thing
Well,
to
it's just
do.
weird. You went from like watching your dad shave to shaving your butthole, and now I'm concerned for your upbringing.
I wish more people would have been concerned for my upbringing. Maybe I wouldn't have turned out like this.
Well, oh goodness.
God damn, shaving sucks, man. Look at this big old nick I got on top of my head. You see that motherfucker?
I thought that was just a mole.
No, it's a fucking nick. That thing bled profusely. Bled. All right, anyways, I digress. Number 3 is
Words
working.
are tough.
Words are very tough. Number 3 is working. Like, you look at your parents and you're like, oh, cool, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You get older and you're like, oh, I have to do this. I don't make enough money. Shit. Unemployment sounds great, doesn't it?
No.
But then you're not working and you're like, oh, this sucks.
No, unless it's unemployment with infinite funds. You know, that way I can buy people off to play like D&D and board games forever. Then no, I'm not interested.
But and here's the thing, like when you're a kid, like I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be a police officer.
Police fireman?
Well, I wanted to be a firefighter also.
I thought he was going to say police fighter. You can do that now, bud.
But like I wanted to be all these things, right?
Fucking square up.
And then I get older and it's like, no, none of this sounds appealing. But when you're younger, you dream of like, oh, this is what I want to do. Blah, blah, blah. And then,
I wanted to be a mechanic.
yeah? How'd that work out? I mean, you kind of are. You fix
I just
shit.
make random shit now.
Yeah. I mean, that's fun. What'd you want to be when you grew up?
When I was younger, a paramedic.
Are you working towards that?
No, I'm going into real estate.
Okay. All right. What'd you want to be when you were growing up?
A dinosaur. Hands down.
Best answer. Shorty, you
I mean,
want to be a mechanic.
truth be told, all I wanted to do was be happy, and so far I'm failing that, but whatever.
There's that too, but I'm like, I had to weigh my options. I can be a sad dinosaur, but I'd still be a fucking dinosaur.
But if you were
That's
a dinosaur, wouldn't you be happy? Have you ever? Well, T-Rex. You're sad. They ain't got long arms. I
Exactly.
Get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't hug anybody.
It'd be a Depressosaurus.
Depressosaurus. What if you were? What's the long neck one's called?
Stegosaurus. I don't
That's
think
not
that's
Stegosaurus.
No, that's
I
the
know.
little
Bron-
spiky ones.
Bronchiosaurus? Brontosaurus?
Something like that.
I wonder what them motherfuckers' gag reflexes is like.
You stop this nonsense.
Sorry. I got gutter brain. All right, number 2 is having kids. So like, yeah, when you're young, you're like, kids, cool. Like they're supposed to make you happy and shit. And my grandma and my parents be like, hey, go do this, go do that. And my dumb ass would just go do what I was told. I was like, all right, one day I'm gonna have an army of kids that are just gonna do what the fuck I tell them. I was wrong.
Yeah, well, your problem was you had like 2 girls.
Yes, that I do
They don't
whatever
listen
they
for
tell
shit.
me still.
Yeah, they don't listen for shit. They tell you what to do, and you just go fucking do it.
Yep.
Boys don't listen any better.
Yeah, but if
No?
it was a boy, I'd thonk him. Like a girl, I'm like, what do you want, honey? I'm
No.
a sucker for my little girls, man.
Listen, Kara taught me to play fetch. I taught Donnie how to play fetch. Like there was a clear difference in power here.
Rosemarie says, Miles, you won.
Probably the dinosaur comment.
Oh,
Yeah.
everyone wants to be a dinosaur. I don't care.
She also
what
said
they
that she
say.
feels like I could go on a 2-hour TED Talk about titties, and she is absolutely right. All right, number 1, and you all hit on this, I think, is making decisions. Like when you're younger, you want to be a part of it. You're like, Mom, I don't want that. Dad, I don't want that. Uncle Ronnie, I don't want to play naked hide and seek. And then as an adult, you're like,
Uncle Ronnie, I do want to play hide and seek.
you're like, well, fuck. I can't call my mom. My dad's going to tell me to go fuck myself. Like, I got to make a choice here. Like, choices suck. They really do. You think they're great, and then deciding what's for dinner becomes a fucking chore. Deciding where to go,
No, I
what
feel
to spend
that
your money
is
on.
Well, the food thing's a hassle.
Yeah, like these choices then in turn become fucking chores in themselves. And you're like, I just want to do it. I just want to do the thing. I don't care. Just let me do the thing. Don't make me choose the thing. I just want to do the thing. Show me the titties and do the thing. Sorry. I got excited. I think that's it for it.
You fucking having a stroke over there, guy.
Dude, I'm telling you,
know what's
I'm
happening.
worked up today. I don't
see
know
that.
what's going on. It happens, though. All right, I think that's it. You guys got anything to add to this first wonderful segment?
Nah, I ain't got shit for this, dog.
Okay. All right, so we're going to hit the button. We're going to take a
Well, I
small
mean,
break.
do we want to have Kara's, fucking embarrassing story on the fucking live, or do you want to fucking save it?
You know what? Can you pull 2? We'll do one on the live, and then we'll take our break. We'll come back. We'll introduce you again. You'll do another embarrassing story, and then you'll get to your segment that we're going to launch. So if you're watching the live, make sure you listen to the episode when it comes out on Thursday, so you get to hear our new segment that involves Kara, because she's just kind of listened to us rant.
Rosemary said yes, she wants to hear an embarrassing story. She wants to see it.
All right, let's hear it, Kara.
There was one time I was in a lingerie store, and my friend asked me to get something off of a rack for her that was, like, above our heads. And I just, like, completely knocked the rack, and all of these bras kind of came falling down on my head. And there's everybody standing around me, like, looking at me, like, what the fuck just happened? And I just have, like, bras hanging from me.
It would have been a lot cooler. So next time you tell this story, say you were in, like, an Adam and Eve store, and dildos just fell all over.
Well, why would she lie?
That's
about
not what happened,
Yeah.
though.
it? Yeah,
but
don't
you
be a
guys-
liar.
Can't
You gotta
make
spice
up
it
in
up a little
pair.
bit.
I mean, I have a fun story about. I feel like I've told it before.
About what?
Me being in a Hustle Hollywood, the first time I was ever in one. I tried to fuck my buddy Justin in the butthole with a big black dildo.
I'm here for it.
All right, well, listen. At this time, I'm still a virgin or whatever, so I'm like I'm still horribly immature even to this moment. But at the time or whatever, I was even more immature. So we go into this house for Hollywood. It's me, Tree Bark, his girlfriend, Jew Stain, and his girlfriend.
Juice stain?
Yeah, we call him Jew Stain.
Okay.
And when he dyed his hair blue, he was Blue Stain. Anyway, so they both have their girlfriends with them, and they're like, "Oh, let's go into House for Hollywood." I'm like, "What the hell is that?" They're like, "It's a, like sex store. And I'm like, oh, neat, cool beans. So they have this big ass table in the back with nothing but like dildos, just shit tons of dildos all over it. I'm like, all right, cool beans. And there's this monster of a fucking big black fucking veiny looking dildo. I mean, the motherfucker's the size of my forearm. And I'm like, cool. And it said display toys. I grab one. I walk over to Justin, start poking him in the butt with it. He's like, man, stop. Like, he's trying to play it cool in front of his girlfriend. I get it. I'm not here for it. So I'm trying to fuck him with the asshole. So the worker comes over. She goes, sir, I need you to put that down. Okay, yeah, sure. So I go over. I put it down. I grab the one that's literally shaped like this. The fucking fist and all. So I grab it. I go over and proceed to try to fuck Justin in the butt with it. She goes, sir, that is not a toy. I said, ma'am, may I point something out to you? I go over, set it back down, and just right on the table, like, toys! That's what it says right here. She goes, sir, I need you to leave. I was like, you got it.
Who gets kicked out of a Hustler Hollywood?
Woohoo!
Shorty does.
That's right. First and only time I've ever been in a sex shop.
I like it. All right, with that, we're going to hit the button. We're going to take a break. Go ahead, hit it.
Okay. Bye, everybody on the Facebooks.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
now Josh just showed up.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk to him for a second.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll hit the button on this.
Hit the button.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there.
Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
And we're back. That's right. You know you missed us through that little music. I love our music still. Dude, it's so good. I never want to change it. Ever. I feel like it just ruined the show if we change music. Anyways, let's get to our new host, Miss Kara Banks. I might have to find out something different to call you. I'm going to work on it. But tell us.
Call her Kara, baby.
Yeah, there's that. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us some things you like, what you do, the whole spiel. Let's hear it.
I have been painting since I was a little kid, so I paint murals and stuff like that. I get paid to do it sometimes. I'm a bartender, and
Can I find your painting? Can I find your work anywhere? Like,
probably not.
no?
No.
Oh.
Well, she's supposed to be doing me this big mural.
Yeah, that got put on hold because I got lazy.
It's whatever.
I want to see your work. I like seeing different artists. I like their work. I don't know. It's something that's always been neat to me. I can't fucking draw. I can't paint. Like, I don't know. I make some interesting art in the toilet sometimes. Miles can attest to this.
So terrible. I don't know why I got put on that shit list.
I see what you did there.
terrible.
I like
Boo.
I'll take it.
it. It wasn't me getting booed this time. That's great.
Just matter of time. Matter
Yeah.
of time.
This is true. Y'all boo me a lot.
Well,
I'm just saying. And I told you.
I hope to God, like, one of these days when you actually do, like, your own stand-up or whatever, me and Miles are just going to sit in there. Everybody starts laughing. As soon as it gets quiet, you're, like, finishing up, getting ready to say another chuckle. Me and Miles just at the same time, boo!
I told you. I take it as y'all just calling me boo. It's a term of endearment.
Uh-huh, sure, whatever.
You know it is. All right, Miles, you got a funny story for us before we get into this new segment today?
Oh, I was carrying on at work, and when people do dumb shit, I like to find fun, creative ways to insult them.
God bless, that was loud.
Sorry.
Speak of something stupid happening. Panda bears going extinct because of you.
Yeah, it happens.
That's a fun one I like to tell people. So I had a cat last night, and he's just dicking around and fucking shit up, and I looked him in the eye and I said, there's someone in the world blasting rope to Waluigi hentai somewhere. and you are still somehow worse.
Did you say blasting rope?
Yeah. And somehow having to deal with his bullshit was worse than that. having that knowledge in the back of my head, having to deal with him. Worse.
I don't know. I mean, just the description of blasting rope to Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Waluigi and I got a visual, and that's not bad. I'm
No,
just
it's
saying.
Have you
awful.
seen Waluigi?
Yeah. But
Terrible.
blasting rope to it, if somebody's doing that, god damn,
That's
they are
honestly a
dedicated.
new one. I've never heard that. I've never heard blasting rope.
Oh, it's funny as shit.
Me neither. And
That's
if
good
you-
shit. It's good shit.
It is. It's great. That's going on my list of favorite descriptions.
No, it just proves my point. Like, do stupid shit. I'm going to insult you in the best way I can. That makes you feel extra stupid.
Yeah, bravo. Good shit.
I like it. All right. So you got another embarrassing story for us. Let's hear it, Kara.
There was one time we were at Coney Island. I was
Okay.
with my 3 little sisters and my brother, and we were in like the pool area, and we were reaching the part where I couldn't reach, and I had like kids hanging on to me. Well, I don't remember what I said to him, but Donnie picks me up, and he's holding me above the water, and there's lifeguards yelling at him too, and he's just still like holding me up there, and everybody's staring at me. I'm pretty sure my bottoms had fallen down too.
Oh, God.
So I'm just up in the air freaking out, yelling at him. The lifeguards are yelling at him.
Just bare bottom, and Donnie's just oblivious.
The kids are drowning because I have no one to hold on to.
Fuck them kids. I'm saving my sister first. Here he comes. He just peeps in the door. Hi, guys. All right, so this next segment, I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but it's going to be in the rotation. Like we said, Kara's
Drunken Tales of the Tavern.
Drunken Tales of the Tavern with Kara Banks. There we go. So, like we said, she's a bartender. So these are some of the dumb things that she's heard, that she's seen, and I'm here for it because I've done some of them dumb things.
Some of these things are not just people that I've seen and I've never seen again. The one I'm going to start off with is the guy that stalked me for like 3 months.
Oh, I remember this one.
So he came into the bar last, I forget what it was.
Unimportant.
Really big drinking holiday, though.
St. Patty's Day. We'll just go with it. It'll be a placeholder.
But it was him and 2 other guys, and they were literally the only table that I had. And they racked up a $400 bill
Jesus.
just sitting there drinking. And he kept asking me questions and stuff like that about me, and I would either give him a fake answer or, like, downplay it so that
Sure.
he doesn't get, like, specific details about me. And he told me that he really likes me because I remind him of Janis Joplin. And I was like, that's funny because I grew up listening to Janis Joplin because of my mother. But anyways, I don't remember telling him or like how he found out, but he figured out what specific days I worked by myself. And he would come in on those days. And then I must have slipped up or something like that in front of him. And he figured out that I was working at Texas Roadhouse too as a night job. So he started showing up at Texas Roadhouse.
This
and
man
he
was
like,
dedicated to you.
yeah, he was like bringing me coffee, bringing me food and stuff like that. And I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. I did not know how to handle this situation.
You tell him if you like it, put a ring on it.
But he like,
About a ring.
Probably.
yeah. He kept saying that he wanted to take me out to different countries and stuff like that. He wanted me to travel with him. This man made a lot of money.
Apparently.
He did.
This man could just willy-nilly go to Texas Roadhouse every goddamn night.
But it was getting to the point where, like, I did not feel safe. I was like, this man is going to somehow figure out how, like, where I live and stuff like that. But finally I told him, I was like, this is not okay. Like, you're making me uncomfortable. And my boss came out and talked to him and was like, hey, if you come in here again, I'm calling the cops on you.
Damn.
And there went a third of her paycheck. Was he a good tipper?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The day that they were in and they were drinking a lot, 2 of them were, like, really hitting on me. The third guy was kind of just, like, there. And the other guy that was hitting on me, he had a $243 bill and tipped me 100% of his bill.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that.
Holy shit! And this was where do you bartend? We probably shouldn't say that.
I mean, we've talked about it before. But
Yeah, same place that we go for lunch, right?
yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't know you bartended there too.
Yeah.
Dope.
Where do you think we get our tequila sunrises from?
Well, yeah, but that's not bartending.
With
that's
whipped
just,
cream and a cherry on top, too.
golly.
That's
Look,
right.
When you and
Mimosas.
When you and Maurice walk in here and we eat brunch and y'all are drinking mimosas and asking for tequila sunrises with whipped cream and a cherry, let me just say that my life has come full circle and I'm brought so much joy. Just to watch you guys suck down a drink with whipped cream on it. And you can't tell me that you've never tried that with a candy cane or banana after seeing that.
No.
Well, sir, you should.
What is that? How does that even correlate?
Yeah, I'm drinking a drink.
His fruity ass drinks.
The fruity ass
So?
drinks are the best drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, I will.
What is-
somewhat
Get out of
agree.
here, Donnie.
What is
Be gone.
what
Be
is
gone.
funnier to see? You know, a bunch of little Cara-sized girls ordering fruity drinks, or big,
Burly man.
dumb-looking 6-foot me like, oh yeah, can I have an appletini, please?
If you
I
order
don't
an
even order
appletini, I'll be
fruity
happy.
drinks.
Huh?
I don't even order fruity drinks. I just like draft beer.
See, that is also funny because like, if we were all to go, she's like, oh yeah, let me get Sam Adams draft. And I'm like, fucking mimosas, bitch.
Yes, queen. All right,
We're about
anyways.
to get white girl wasted.
Nah, draft beer is the way to go, though. The only problem with draft beer is, like, I'm a gassy person anyways. I start drinking draft beer, like, I'm clearing the bar. Like, I'm just shitting everywhere.
No,
on
you
everybody.
and Toby both.
I don't think I've ever had that problem.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get the burps really bad, but I don't think I've ever, like, been ripping ass in the middle of a bar.
No, I get the burps, I get the bubble guts, I get everything. It just coming out both ends. Both ends is singing that tune.
God.
I'm telling. But I mean, in all honesty, water makes me fart. So,
What kind of water?
any kind of water, just ingesting anything, and I'm shitting. Just
That's
cheek
usually
clapping.
how it works, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. All right, let's I mean, you know. All right. Anyways, let's get to the next one.
There's the pedophile. So one man.
What? That escalated quick.
God.
I just
bless.
want my own stalker. And now she's talking about.
There's-
Shit's getting weird. Shit's weird.
There was one night this man came in. He sat at a table by himself, and I went over and I asked what he wanted to drink, and he said, Crown Apple with cranberry juice. So I made him that drink, and I brought it back to him.
Did he ask for whipped cream and a cherry?
No.
Okay.
I brought it back to him, and I set it on the table, and I was like, do you need anything else? And he was like, are you old enough to be working here? You look like you're like 12 or 13. I was like, yes, I am of age to be working in a bar. And I walked away. And I made him like 3 or 4 more drinks before he tapped out. Well, when he signed his receipt, he wrote his phone number and he said, you're really cute. And so I was just playing the whole conversation of, you look like a 12, 13-year-old in my head. And I was like, that's fucking weird.
2 + 2 = white van in this case.
We went there one day for lunch or whatever. Me, Cake, and Don. And there's an older server there. I'm not sure who she is. Real sweet lady, but whatever. We sit down or whatever, and she asks us what we want to drink or whatever. And I think Cake might have actually asked for a beer or something like that. But she looks at him. She goes, "Are you even old enough to drink? Like these two, yeah." And points to me and Donnie. And she's like, but you? And we're like, we just start laughing or whatever. And, Cake's like, yeah, I'm old enough. These are highway miles. I look so good. And he's like, that's street miles. And he points to Donnie. And I was like, yeah, what am I? Fucking Donnie, without skipping a beat, he's like, idling in a parking lot. I'm like, damn, fuck. I look old.
I want to know what you look like without the beard.
I don't. Fuck that. I haven't seen my chin since I was 16. I have no intention on seeing it anytime soon.
So the only person in this room that's seen your chin is Kara, right?
But I don't remember it.
It was that
Good.
long ago.
Well, I mean, you got to figure, I was, let's see, you're what, 20, right?
About to be 21.
Yeah, you're about to be 21. So let's see, I'm 30. So when I was 15, she was 5. So
That was the last time.
that was it. No longer.
So, Shorty has told a lot of stories about how you used to get him in trouble. Let me ask you, did you know that you held this power in the house? Were you like, don't piss me off or I'm going to Grandpa? Like, did you know that with all this great power came this great responsibility to just fuck him up?
I think I did. I don't know.
At first, I don't think she did, but once she saw it in action, probably the first time, oh, she fucking knew. She fucking knew. And she still does it. She still fucking does it. Though, it was funny, though, like, over Thanksgiving or whatever, Grandpa, my dad was asking, like, oh, is Kara and Dottie coming? This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I said, sorry, Dad, Kara's not going to make it. What? I was like, yeah, Dad, sorry. He's like, well, you can smack her. I was like, what? He was like, you can smack her. I was like, and I text her. And, 10 seconds after I hit send, she calls me. She goes, why? Why did Grandpa say you can smack me? And I told her. She was like, we'll see how this plays out. And I was like, oh, okay.
And then I was like, as long as it's coming from Grandpa and not you.
Yeah. Like, I'm not allowed to hit her for any reason. Like, I barely bruise this girl. Like, if I'm playing around or, goofing off with her, and, I accidentally bruise her, bro, put it on my tombstone. It happened. He is merciless. And I don't care, how, grandparents and shit say they don't have favorites?
But they clearly do.
Bull fucking shit. There are 2 kids that can make my dad do whatever the fuck they want. And that is her and Liam. That is it. Now, granted, the other kids, they can ask a couple of times and Grandpa will probably do it. But no. Kara, she just, Grandpa. And Liam, same thing. Grandpa. Kara will go up and give him a hug and kiss on the cheek and that's it. Pudding. He, whatever you want. By golly.
So maybe that's how you get your Miata.
Yeah, there you go. Ask Grandpa. He'd be like, well,
I would never ask them for something that costs that much.
Okay, fuck.
But you'll ask Shorty, like, hey.
Uncle Shorty can do it. Fuck it. He can put away those statues for a couple of years. Don't worry about it.
No, why a Miata, though? Let me get that before we get into your next bartending thing. Why a Miata?
Because they're small. And I'm small.
I guess. I mean, there's other... Why not a Fiat or a Mini Cooper? Mini Coopers are dope.
Fucking Mini Coopers suck.
I like them.
They're shaped
As someone
weird.
who is also small, I completely understand.
But
Miata.
why wouldn't you want something like a big-ass truck or a Humvee or some shit?
I don't like driving trucks because I feel like I'm going to back into something.
I suppose.
I don't know. If you're driving a big truck, maybe you ain't got to back so much. You're important. You're big. Like, yeah, just get out my fucking way.
That's fair. Everybody else got
Exactly.
anyway.
Just move, bitch. Move, bitch. All right, get on to the next one. My bad. I'm fucking... Phew. Brain squirrels all goddamn day.
It's your lifestyle.
It is.
Oh, okay. So one time this man walks in the back door all the way down the hallway, and I hear him all the way down the hallway sobbing, crying.
God.
I like where this is going already. Grown men crying. I'm good.
And he disappears into the bathroom for like 4 minutes, comes out, still sobbing. Comes up to the bar. I waited to greet him, and I was like,
was he crying more after the bathroom or before?
before.
Okay.
But I gave him a minute. I was like, I'm not going over there until he calms down a little bit. But finally I go over there, and he's like, can I get a beer? And I hand him his beer. And he just starts going on this rant about how his son stole his girlfriend. And now he cannot believe his own flesh and blood would do this to him.
That's fucking funny.
That sounds like a proud parenting moment to me.
Proud?
Yeah. If my son can pull it, if I had a son and he could pull... Look, when Kara gets older, if she steals my girlfriend, I'd be like, bravo, Kara. Bravo. I'm just saying, that is...
No.
I don't
None
know.
of that. None of that tracks, Ty.
I'm just saying. This man was in a bar sobbing, and he told people this. I mean, I'm not going telling people this. I'm not going to be like, yeah.
He's not going to be clapping. He's not going to be sitting there like, oh, all right, good job.
I mean, I might sob alone in a corner like a hungry, angry baby for a minute.
That's what I fucking thought.
Deep inside, I'm going to be like, that's my son, yo. That's my son.
No.
The apple and shit.
For some reason, for most men, the place that they want to go is a bar when they're upset, and then they talk to the bartender about why they're upset.
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't-
there's reasonings behind that.
Yeah.
The biggest one is most young men growing up are taught that unless you are drinking or speaking with a girl who has some kind of intentions with you, you don't express your feelings to her.
Yeah.
So you are at a bar drinking, you are allowed to lower your inhibitions to speak freely.
Yeah,
People
and
get-
you're paid there, so you have to listen.
And you feign interest in it as well. So, like, oh, this woman's listening to me. Yay. When really, you might not be. You're just like, feed me more so I can tell this funny story down the road.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, they don't even really care if you're listening or not. They just
just
want
need to get out.
somebody to talk to, but they're not allowed to express themselves in the outside world.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a sad truth, but that's usually how it is.
I got it. Now, see, I was a bartender way back before any of y'all could even fucking drink. So, like, there's this place called the Yucatan Liquor Stand. And let me, as a dude, I got this shit. Like, people would come to me with their problems.
Sure.
So I can only imagine what it's like to be a girl because, I mean, I don't look like a girl. I'm not that pretty. I'm a handsome man, but I'm not a pretty girl. So
You're correct.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't know if you're looking at me for validation or not.
Well, you got long hair, so sometimes I'm just like, oh, I forget sometimes. It's okay.
Cover myself up real quick.
Yeah, you probably should. I'm getting excited.
You calm down over there, guy.
I'm trying. All right, but anyways, yeah. Go on. I'm sorry. God damn, brain squirrels are bad today, Kara. Fuck.
I mean, that was pretty much it. He was like crying and telling me how his son stole his girlfriend from him.
You know the sad
And-
part is I feel like I know this guy.
Well, he had like a really weird outfit on. Like his boots were all beat up. They had holes down the side of them, and
Well,
he
his son
had
probably took those too.
a literal straw hat with a hole in the top of it on. And I was
All
like,
right, hold on. Now, this sounds like you're making this stupid shit up.
no, that is like true.
Fucking straw hat, tore up boots. Was he wearing overalls too?
You know what? This man was
No.
trying to make a country music video.
That or he's a fucking scarecrow.
Oh, that's fucking great. All right, you got any more? You got one more you want to give us?
Or you can save him for next time.
Yeah.
There is the table of 20 men that asked me to get up on the bar and do a tidal wave. Do you
The
guys
fuck's
know?
a tidal wave?
It's when a girl gets naked and people throw buckets of water at her.
How much money were they talking?
$20.
No,
Not enough.
not in this case. 20
Wait,
bucks.
20
ain't
bucks a person?
No, $20 from one
No.
person.
Nope.
I mean, I'd do it, but whatever.
I mean, you're half naked all the time, anyways.
Fair.
Might as well get paid for it, right?
I wish I got paid for it, dude. I've talked about doing an OnlyFans, like just me sitting around shirtless. Fuck it, why not? See who would pay for it.
Now,
There's some weird out there.
now
Some
there,
weirdo that would.
there have been times I've been paid to be naked, and let me tell you what, it is not as great as you think. It is a very vulnerable feeling.
I call bullshit, but whatever. Continue.
I'm telling you, remember the doc? You might be a little too young, but do you remember the doc?
Yes.
What do you mean? Oh, the gay bar.
Yes. All right, so I want to say 23. I was in some of the best shape of my life, right? And I worked for this company called Jay's Girls. And it was my job. We wore suits and we protected the girls. I was a bodyguard, essentially.
Sure.
Well, one night, the owner, Jay, he's like, you know what? It's your guys' turn. What do you mean? You guys are going to dance now. Only difference is you're going to take your clothes off. And me, being the person I'm like, fuck it, I'm here for it. Let's do it. Right? So the girls all dress in suits. We go to the dock. It's my turn. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this still. Fuck it, I did it. I was there. My clothes came off. I made a little bit of scratch. But it is a very vulnerable situation.
Not very vulnerable behind that armor of hundreds and 20s.
I didn't make hundreds. I mean, I made a couple $100, but nobody gave me 100. I think I maybe got a couple 20s. It's mostly 5s. But fuck it, I'll make my cheeks clap for a 5. I don't care.
Tyler sitting out there fucking twerking and shit.
Yeah, it was an interesting time. I have been naked a few times for money, and it was
Hey, bravo, buddy. Ain't nobody paying to see me naked yet.
ain't nobody paying to see me naked anymore.
Well, I mean,
My old lady might take me to dinner, but
She's
You know.
paying for it.
Yeah,
That's what counts right there.
that is. That is what counts. All right, you got anything else to add?
We'll save those ones.
All right, Miles, you got anything to add today? Now that we can all think about me naked.
No, that pretty much just topped it off. I'm done.
No? Shorty, you got anything?
Let me think. Anything about Kara? Anything about Kara? Nah, I ain't got shit.
All right. Well, that's it for today.
In the meantime,
In the betweens time.
Remember, the difference between a bartender and a psychiatrist? There's no patient-doctor confidentiality with a bartender. Be careful what you're telling people. Love you, bye.